Hi yogis! Today I just wanted to talk to you about the Chaturanga Dandasana. It's this fabulous four-part movement that we use to flow through as a transition in most of our vinyasa and power yoga classes. So you'll hear it, you'll see it commonly used in a lot of studios that practice that type of yoga and here with us. I wanted to break it down for you because a lot of chaturangas can be done incorrectly, and that can lead over time to shoulder issues. So for keeping ourselves healthy, let's learn how to do them the right way. Okay, so first I'll show you it, and then we'll use a couple of different props to make them make sense for us, or to let us know how to practice them the right way. A couple blocks and a yoga strap. So the Chaturanga Dandasana is a high plank to low plank, up dog, down dog. So you set up your nice high plank. First thing I want to notice for everybody is the shoulders. We don't want to be hunching in our shoulders. We actually want to be pressed up and away. So we have this nice tall shoulder height. Our shoulders are protracted, wrapping down. We have space filled up between our shoulders, and our neck stays long. So from here you shift a little bit forward, and then you bend your elbows so that your shoulders come about in line with the elbows, but not lower. Then you flip to the tops of your feet to open your heart in up dog. And then from there to your downward facing dog. So that is one version you'll see a lot. Another option for yourself, especially if you don't have props, is to bring the knees down. But make sure when you lower, no matter if you have knees up or down, that your elbows aren't going out. They want to stay in by the shoulders. And you can come into a cobra, or knees can be on the ground, or you can get to your up dog, and again back to your down dog. So a couple of variations for you to practice, especially if push-ups aren't solid in any of your day, any of your activities, would be to use a set of yoga blocks. Now we want the yoga blocks to be up, so keeping our shoulders higher than our elbows when we lower. So this yoga block is about the length of my forearm. It just happens to work out like that. We want to make sure our hands are shoulder width apart and our feet are hip width apart, right? Heels high on the toes. So you have your solid plank. My shoulders are pressing up and away, filled up with air. You shift forward so that when you bend, your shoulders can lower in line with your elbows. Now here I have these nice blocks, so they kind of help me gauge, and I can just work on practicing that. Another option, because we don't want the shoulders to drop below the elbows, that is not good and can harm your shoulder girdle over time. I don't have a strap with me, but I have like an actual yoga strap, which is best to use as compared to one of these stretchy bands, but you make do with what you got. So I happen to tie mine in a knot. If you have a good solid yoga strap, then you'll lock it in at a place where just above the elbows on the triceps and biceps, you can have your elbows bent shoulder width apart. That'll just help to remind you to not let your shoulders flare out as you're moving. So that's just another option for you. You can use your strap, you can use your blocks, you can use your knees down. But always remember to puff up with air, shift forward, elbows come forward, but the shoulders don't drop below the elbows. And then you can come into up dog and back to your downward facing dog. Cool. That's basically the Chaturanga broken down for you. And I just want to remind you all to listen to your bodies. That's like practicing yoga, really, getting into the 8 limbs of yoga. This ahimsa, this asteya, all of this listening, this truthfulness, this nonviolence in your body. So it's respecting where your limits are, finding your edge, but not going beyond. Yes, the edge means a little bit beyond, but it doesn't mean pushing and hurting and injuring. So always note, child's pose is an option when a chaturanga is cued anywhere. Also, skipping it completely, you can go back into your dog, and any other things that call to you. You can hold plank and then just breathe for 3 breaths, and then that's really working your core, which all of it's connected. So enjoy your time on the mat, the whole journey, the whole experience. It's all building you, making you stronger, growing your practice. So enjoy it, and I'll see you next time on your mat.